All right, so okay, let's make it one more step. So obviously, you know why this is seven grasshopper. No, rhino and three grasshopper is really good tool for the complex and geometry kind of creations, right? So let's say, so this is some DOM. Obviously, still we have to control more variables while we are working on developing a geometry. But here, let's say, because dome needs some opening, right? So this is dome structure. I'm gonna draw some curve, right? So let's say I'm gonna create this. You need to create the opening. I'm gonna create another opening here, right? So these three opening are obviously Rhino expert can generate much better, easier, but this is something that this tool was developed by the other parametric house, the community. So I've been practicing this. So this all three curve I'm gonna put here to set multiply curve and try to cut this dome with this curve. So you see this? So the dome was coded out. I think this may be not good idea. So structurally it's not really make sense. So since this is all dome, I'm gonna again use only circular shape here and here and here, right? And select all this curve and assign to curve and generating 3D structure, right? So you just tell me that if how we're gonna draw this structural geometry in 3D without this kind of parametric tool. Just give you the another interesting elements because since obviously during design phase, maybe design teams wants to see overall images. So I'm gonna this is a meter, so I'm gonna assign some member extrusion, right? Maybe I'll make it a little bit bigger. 0.25. So this pipe, if we using pipe, right? The pipe structure looks like this, right? So, but since we are not, we need to build a 3D. We need a line works for reference line. So I'm gonna bake again to layer 1, right? So only this, and also I'm gonna bake this plate, shell element, triangle element. So this is like all 3D geometry. I'm gonna export line and area again. This is dome with opening, right? I export it, and again I'm gonna open the SAP model and try to import that geometry, whether it works or not. So I'm going to import IGS file I created. Browser, dome 2 opening, select the line and surface both. Alright, so as you can see this, I export the circle, right? But if actually circle cannot export and translate, so see that is some randomly chose equivalent square which is I need to delete it. Okay, so maybe I either export it or delete here, whichever is convenient. So delete it. Okay, delete all. So go again. I'm gonna, because I want to select all the nodes at the bottom around the dome, so turn on the nodes and select all, window selection, assign geometry, join, pin. Yeah, for I think I'm using default. I'm gonna just run it and see and show you. This is dome with opening, but I think it's default. SAP show the W 18 by 35, right? But you see anyway, some your interest to see the actual force diagram, right, of this is 3D structure, right? If you want to exaggerate a little bit more, visually increase the amplify it so that you can see. Ooh, wow. Okay, something like that, right? This is actual force diagram. Red color is compression, blue color default is intention. So you see that similar. You see the second, the trial, but this case is we have opening, so geometry was created by using Rhino and Grasshopper, so which is much easier. But I'm telling you, this is just one of a preliminary geometry. It's not is at this point perfect. Obviously, designer and structure engineer has to really work together and to find and define the structural geometry more simplest way and make a rational way. But this is just one of a just trial, try to show you that why do we need to learn some this type of technologies tools. All right, thank you. This is the end of this video.